Hello everyone. Magnus is playing a lot of moves here. It's very fast. Start to the game. And now, so, looks like it's an injured Indian by Judit Polgár. Welcome back. Sorry, I just had to do this very fast. It's very hard. But yeah, Judit Polgár is playing Magnus Carlsen, one of the, like, only 6 times playing. And it's an injured Indian at the very start from Judit Polgár, and d4, and then like a queen sort of gambit thing by Magnus Carlsen. So yeah, here we go, just waiting for Magnus to play. This was played in 2014, so a long time ago. Next plays h4, probably thinking about maybe pushing the pawn again, I'm not too sure. It's what Magnus usually does, but then Judit plays h4. Magnus plays a mistake here, or an inaccuracy, because now Judit Polgár can start like strike in the centre with e4 or moving the knight like that, which is probably the best move. Bishop coming out to e2 was the best move. No, to strike e4 is the best take, and Judit Polgár find it. And I think d5 for Magnus is best after that. I'm not too sure. Hopefully Judit and Magnus can find both these moves. And now we have e4. So it actually took her a bit of time. And now yeah, Magnus does play what I was talking about. Judit bring the pawn down. Maybe trying to attack the knight or something. So now the knight comes into action in the h file, and the knight has to go all the way back to h1 for Magnus, but then Magnus brings it to f2, now getting it some run. But it's very close for white, and black has a lot of the attack. White is still winning, the evaluation bar says, but it's still, yeah, I think it's losing for white. It's just it's so cramped and the piece is just like sort of stuck and can't do much. Also, there was probably going to be like a bishop to g5 perhaps, I'm not too sure. But Judit strikes in the centre, f5. Taking is best, but you know Magnus, he might find something better. What he thinks. Magnus brings his knight out. It's an inaccuracy apparently. So now Judit can shut the bishop with pawn to f4. If she can find it, that would be really good. She finds it. Magnus has to bring his bishop back to f2. As it's like knight g3 is played because the bishop was attacking the h4 pawn. Very normal indeed. But yeah, this is good from both. Yeah, rook to d1 is played, which is the best move on the board by Magnus, so this is really good. Judit plays an inaccuracy, because now pawn takes the knight. And now you sacrifice the bishop. Lovely, and then, so Magnus is up a pawn. Judit missed a couple of things, you can look back, but as always play really fast. Queen comes over to f7. Right. Now queen asks for a queen trade. Magnus takes on g3. But it's an inaccuracy to bishop to h6 apparently. King to f2 is the best move, which is what Magnus finds, which is a very good move. Not too sure. I think it's maybe thinking about bishop e3 to stop that. Knight to b4, that's a big mistake. Because now rook can come to h1 and now attack this bishop. and I think it's a sort of a trap, so you have to... Bishop to e3 is best with check, because then you can get a fork with c2 on the rook and the king. You probably will see it if Judit can find it. No, he doesn't see it, and this is an accuracy. Magnus plays a blunder on h4. Queen takes. Now rook takes. Now let's see if Judit can still find that fork with the knight and the... by playing bishop e3. Nope, she doesn't see it. Magnus has to come back. She comes to g4, so Magnus is being attacked, so he has to come back to h2 or h1, but he chooses h2, which is very reasonable. See if Judit can still find this thing still. She does, she finds it. Because now she gets a fork on the king. And now, but the knight is now trapped, so that's pretty bad. Now the rook comes down. Now Magnus takes the knight, and now Judit takes. He takes a pawn, which is a very good move. Judit comes back to a8. Pawn comes up. Rook comes all the way to h8. Magnus plays over to b6. If Judit tries to take this pawn, it's a very big blunder indeed. She tries to attack the pawn, rook comes over. Now he attacks the pawn. Oh, and Magnus. And now the rook is trapped. And the game is done. And that is the end of the video.